Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we're back on the road.
It's a bit cold after the walk.
A bit cold. I know I've just got a t-shirt on, but I'll warm up soon enough. Off to Land's End. Let me tell you something. If you have to do John O'Groats to Land's End and you don't need to charge stuff up, don't stop in hotels. It's so hard to get back out on the road in the cold and the wind. It's really hard. I'll put another post up in about an hour or so to let you know how I feel once we've been on the road for a little while.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
So an hour and a half or so into the walk, there's a constant cold wind. I do feel like I'm always moaning in these videos, but where we're being hit by a constant cold wind. And I do think if you were walking that way, yeah, I do think one of the wrong things of doing John O'Groats to Land's End is for some reason we seem to be constantly into headwinds, which is okay in warmer weather, I suppose, but with it being colder weather, actually I just don't like wind, cold or warm. It's never stopping. I suppose the fact that there are wind turbines on all the hills around here indicates that you know, they're not farming wind because there isn't any. It's obviously quite common to have windy days here. The walkways are good. These little narrow country lanes are quite easy walking. The hills are much the same, a little up and down. Michelle and I are just grinding on now. It's a continuing task in sort of perseverance. How do you feel this morning, Michelle?
Yeah, not too bad. It took a while to get going this morning, but yeah, it's okay. One foot in front of the other.
One foot in front of the other, indeed. It's the only way we can do this. And you would think after 2 3/4 months of walking that it would get easier, which, you know, physically it is easier. Mentally it hasn't gotten easier. I would say it was probably easier at the beginning when we
didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, when it was fresh and new and exciting. I'd say towards the end, actually mentally, it's the hardest it's been. A little bit in the middle maybe, where we wanted just to give up. Now we can't give up, there's no way we can give up, but it's just, please end. And physically, it's no great big challenge apart from the cold wind. The weather's against you pretty much the whole time from August onwards here in the UK. How many more days of walking, Michelle?
Oh, 3.5.
3.5. 3.5. Push on. Well, I don't know. Is it open? There it is. Okay. This little church in the middle of nowhere. It's just there's no village around here. There's possibly one little farm, but look at this beautiful old building. Man, what was here at one time to warrant such a magnificent church? I know it's small, but it is beautiful. And take a little look on the side here. Anyway, your thoughts? And they're even really old gravestones. Died at Zeller Lane in 1918. Look at this place. Amazing history. Odd thing, we're just walking up this narrow lane and suddenly there was a van just back there going away from us. Now, I don't remember seeing a side road coming out of a house or anything. So either he reversed up behind us and went, or we've just seen a ghost van and it went right through us. Don't know, can't explain it. So it's quite a big solar farm. We've been seeing it going off to the right for some time, but it's still this side of the hill also. Amazing, big solar. Quite a few acres, I would imagine. Hello all. Well, we're pushing on tonight. We want to get our 25k's done. We started a little late from the hotel, but we need to get the k's done so that the latter part of the walk, or the last day, isn't too long. So we're going for it. We're almost 22k's, another 3k's, and we can forgive ourselves the stop. Hope you have a lovely night. See you again tomorrow. Look, hen's eggs, duck's eggs, and lavender hearts. I don't know if you can see them. Good night. Luckily today there's a little bridge across that ford. Cars are coming through at great speed. Unfortunately there's not one now. Quite amazing watching the water sort of rise up above the cars. But anyway, we've only got half an hour left of light. We've got to find a place to stop. I'm not sure if the camera will show just how dark it's getting, how quickly the sun's going. We're walking down this road to an area called, you and Michelle? Yeah. 3 Milestone, which is, we've only just noticed, is a suburb of Truro, fairly famous city down here in Cornwall. And we're looking now for a stop, but there were places half an hour back, but we thought we'd go a little further. It's always the risk you take. It's looking a little bit risky. Something will turn up, and I'm not going to film it to say it'll be too dark by the time we get there. I don't know how the camera makes it look, but it's getting quite dusky and dark, so we've got to be a bit careful because there are vehicles occasionally on this road and it's very narrow. So good night everyone. 4th day, 4 days, well, actually 3 days now because we've finished this one. 3 more walking days to Land's End. Yippee. It's a quiet road this, but it's too busy. We've met too many cars. I'm not comfortable. It's dusk and we haven't got high-vis vests on. We don't tend to walk at dusk. And I saw a field just back here which is just tied shut with a bit of string, and it looks like a good one. So Michelle and I are gonna take this for our night stop, and yeah, I think it's the best option for us. Good night everybody. We found a spot. We found a spot. Good night. Another night under canvas. Sleep tight everybody. See you in the morning. What are we doing tomorrow? Walking. Good morning everybody. Day 3 to the end, or 3rd day to the end of the walk. And another day just like yesterday, where the weather forecast said no rain at all, and it hasn't stopped raining since we set off. Rained all day yesterday, 90% of the day. My app said there would be no rain. Today, again, it's just raining all the time. So having said that, we had a good night. We rested in the field last night and woke up this morning. Sally, thank you for the PayPal that you sent through to us. Very sweet. It's a damp morning. There seems to be, though it's not raining, there's a constant missile or drizzle in the air. It's quite irritating. So nothing's going to stay dry. So we've wrapped up in most of the wet weather gear, and we want to get another 25 kilometers done today, maybe even a little bit more. We're very close to the town of Truro, which I think is over that way, and we're just about to walk into the town of 3 Milestone. So yeah, we've got to watch ourselves on these narrow roads. There's already been a couple of big trucks come down here, so we've just got to keep an eye out and make them very aware of where we are and stay out of their way. Quiet lane. You don't see many of them. I wonder sometimes what happened to beautiful, quiet west of England. I mean, we're only 50 kilometres or so from the very furthest point, and it's just so busy. It used to be a place people came to get away from the cities and things, but pretty much since we got into Cornwall, it's just like a sprawling sort of Southampton, Portsmouthy sort of place. What happened in the last 20 years or so that made this so different? Give me some answers. Green bottom. Michelle's had a green bottom once or twice on this walk. We got Wickes, Office World, Matalan, Furniture World. We're in a little suburb of Truro. Pretty much since we got into Cornwall, it's been like one big sprawling city. There was a time Cornwall, to me, was like the quiet western part of the UK, a place where people wanted to come and relax and enjoy the blue skies and, you know, the quieter life. But something's happened over the last 20 years and I can't work out what. It's just a sprawling metropolis. I'm sure there are. I don't know. I'm sure there are many quaint little towns and villages, but having walked through the centre of it over the last few days, I'm a little surprised there's not a lot of peace and quiet. And I think it's probably to do with the fact that there are big roads, motorways and big A roads that come down here now, that when you're even near them all day long, all you can hear is traffic sort of humming away in the background. It never stops. People of England, stop allowing your government to destroy your country, one development after the next. You have to stand up to them. Now, as a population, the indigenous British people, and I mean immigrants, everybody, is a lowering population, so we should be actually reducing the size of the country, but the government don't want that. You don't get taxes from lower populations. They want that population up. You've got to stand up for yourself. They're destroying the place. There is no peace and quiet. So I'm going to call this next clip for you how to walk on a busy minor road. Shouldn't be walking on major roads when circumstances are such that you have limited or no other options, particularly in poorer weather conditions. The method that we have to use, and to be honest, I'm going to say right now, please don't walk on these roads when the conditions are as they are. There's rarely a time when it's really necessary. Do anything you can to avoid them, but if you're forced, hopefully you can take away. Don't cower against the soft verge. Make yourself visible to oncoming traffic, very much so. So never my favourite thing when the footpath that we thought would be on this road all the way to the next little village just dies. We've just spoken to a lady. She says this road isn't too busy and there's a 40 miles an hour speed limit on it, and she often jogs down here. So she said she thought we'd be okay to make ourselves very visible to oncoming traffic. Yeah, it's not ideal, and to be frank, I can already see a double-decker bus coming, or now a big truck. So we better make ourselves known to this guy. Otherwise, we'll be truck fodder. It's never good, is it? road walking is never good, and in these sort of conditions also, it's my least favourite. Very occasionally you have to do it. We've just spoken with the lady there. See, they're not giving a lot of space, are they, considering they don't have any oncoming traffic. They're not giving us a lot of space, and now we actually do have a double-decker bus. So I'm not too happy. Let's hope the bus can see us okay. Man, it's not the best walk. She said it's not that busy. It's not that busy, Michelle. Well, it is. This whole county is like a perpetual motorway, isn't it?
It is.
I've never seen so much traffic in what is meant to be the quietest part of England. And then, this fella's probably not going to give us a lot of leeway. Oh, this is stupid. This is stupid. She said she jogs down here a lot. And it's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, but I don't feel safe, do you? Pretty much. Well, it's going to take us 2 or 3 hours to get down this road. England, you are overfull. You're overpopulated. There are too many people in this country. Am I moaning here, Michelle? Oh, another lorry. We'll be stood here for... Well, we'll just camp here then. I better start looking for a place to stop. This field looks all right. Again, nothing common. Why are they not giving us a bit of space? They're all so busy. Okay, well, you've seen it now, what it can be like on these. This isn't an A road, this is a minor road, a B road. There's a bigger A road just up here. I'm going to keep this camera rolling today. I think. No, I ran out of space on these drives so quickly. Okay, so it's gone a little quieter. Oh, I hate those aggregate lorries. They are the worst. Make yourself visible, make yourself seen. It's just a short walk, but we've been down this road before, not this road, but many roads like it before, where we've ended up in bother. I'm not too keen on this at all. Look, face masks, more face masks being thrown down on the roads and streets of the UK at the moment than probably any other type of litter. Used to be cans of drink, now it's face masks. Well, today the forecast, definitely on the Google app and on my other weather app, says no rain today and even glimpses of sunshine. It hasn't stopped raining since we actually started walking about an hour and a half ago. And now we've got a tractor. Beautiful. So on we go again. How do you feel about this, Michelle? It's a big yellow door. The road on the map looks pretty straight. There shouldn't be any particular blind spots. However, with these bollards as they are, this is not a sensible route. I'm not liking this. I'm going to have to stop with the camera. A lot of you will chastise us for walking on this. It's hard. We don't know this country. We try to plot minor routes, and very occasionally the OS maps will not show us an alternate short route, so we have to jump onto these. Well, it's a B road, it shouldn't be. It's as busy as any A road I've been on there. So occasionally we have to jump onto a slightly busier road. But how can you predict that a minor B road running alongside an A road is going to be this busy? Oh well. We are, if I could say anything, experienced road walkers. If not even just for the 1,200 miles we've just walked to get here. But I still really dislike walking along main roads or minor roads as this is. At all. And I even chastise myself for doing this section, to be honest. Now why, if you can, go on any main road, but please understand that this is marked out very similar to the size of roads we were walking on yesterday, where there were almost no vehicles at all on it. So I was half expecting a similar sort of experience, very limited traffic, but this should be marked as an A road. This doesn't feel like a B road at all. You can wait here all day. It gets to the point where you've got to pick a spot. And there are no cars coming behind us. So it means the Mini can pull out, which he is doing. But we're crossing a railway bridge now, so as when you cross almost any bridge that isn't optimized for pedestrians, you're going to find no hard shoulder at all. And here comes the boy racer. He's just overtaken the car behind. But remarkably, he has also given us space. I don't know whether I'll even use this clip, because I'm not sure it'll make me feel happy watching it back, or anyone happy to watch it. Now here's a great example of a car that's virtually stopped for us. Beautiful. And he's waving out the window. Common sense, lovely. That's nice to see. Now, what does it matter if you stop for a few seconds? How many people are walking down this street? No? That is exactly how every single vehicle, including the ambulance, should behave on a road like this. But it's rare, as you can see. It's very rare. And our experience during this November lockdown is 99.9% of people are just ignoring it wholesale. They're sick of it, and they're quite the opposite. They're going out in big numbers. So one side of me says, please stay at home so we can have a quieter walk, and the other side of me says, well done you, standing up to these bureaucratic school children. But could you do it next week? I think I've captured as much as I want to. That's almost 17 minutes of walking and talking and butt clenching. It's not good. All right, love you all. Forgive me for taking Michelle. I'm very aware of where she is behind me, and I'm constantly concentrating. She's a grown-up also though. She knows exactly how to behave on these roads. So we're off the road now. This says, the app said turn left onto the cycle path. At least we're off the busy road. Back into the mud and nature. So you see here, we're in a little town called St Day, and reminds me of Yorkshire in the old days. Little outhouse buildings, outhouse toilets. These would have been, each one of these possibly still are. The name places are written both in English and in Gaelic. G'day. Telegraph Hill, Brea, Bellscrib. Bunts Lane would be Bounders Bunt. Yeah, there obviously has to be written in both.
Turn right onto Telegraph Street.
We're on Telegraph Street. One of the interesting things about Cornwall is it's one of the few parts of the United Kingdom which originally spoke. Michelle and I are guessing Gaelic because it's the same as Brittany in France. They have a common language. They have a common language, historic language, which is quite remarkable. Yeah, pretty little. This would have been a tin mining town as well. There are signs at the beginning of the town that show little mine trolleys. So I'm guessing this was a tin mining town. So we're in sort of Poldark country now. Got Jolly Roger up there. This is the little town of St Day, and they had a little tin mining trolley at the entrance, so I'm guessing it has some tin mining history. It does start to feel like we're in Poldark country. Apart from the monkey tree, apart from the monkey puzzle tree there. Mind you, they've probably got the weather for it here because it's meant to be warmer. Not today, obviously. This little shop is somebody who makes all sorts of things out of wood. I suspect this is all locally made, isn't it? Is that an AT-AT from Star Wars? Yeah, they like their Star Wars as well by the looks of it. So we think we're climbing up to one of the high points of Cornwall. I'm not sure, but it's possible. This is one on our route. This is one of the highest points, and I think it's fairly central on the Cornish sort of peninsula. So I'm wondering, once we get over this side, whether we cross the water table and head down to the coast of Penzance. Certainly this seems to be one of the high points, and I'll have to look at my map again, but I also think it's fairly central, as I said. And I also think it might be the watershed or water table. Maybe you can let me know. It's when the water runs down from the highlands down to the lowlands, and when it reverses itself. We've crossed many of them on the walk down from Scotland. The old Barley House and little low doors. not there yet, it's still climbing. And these tight little roads can be a bit tricky for pedestrians. Wow, barely get a car down them, it's so narrow. What is over there? Oh, nice camping spot. Not yet, too early, too early. Well, that last clip was 15 minutes ago and it's still climbing. Very gradual, not particularly steep road, but still going up. We just met a lovely lady and she said, on a good day, not today, you could almost see both sides of Cornwall up here. Maybe just if it wasn't so misty, you can see both sides of the country. It's the highest point. I think we're probably a little bit away from the highest point, but yeah, wouldn't that have been cool? So we are, as I said, she's just confirmed, we are on that high ridge between the two coasts of Cornwall. So really today almost, we've crossed almost from the very north of England to the south of England, on the Cornish coast anyway. So that was nice. I never filmed them, but a couple on bikes just came past us and congratulated us on the walk. They said, you know, another day and a half is what Michelle and I have got planned. We should be finished. So
They said early congratulations, because we know you're going to finish.
yeah, we know. Well, we know we're going to finish now. We're less than 50 k's away from the finish line. So happy days. And we're in the town of Redruth. I see the Redruth Bowls Club there. Now it's something interesting, apart from that tour on the top. I'm not sure what that is. That's probably that high spot that you can see both sides of the country on. Though we were up there a moment ago, I don't know. So interesting. What was I going to say?
No.
I've forgotten completely. So ahead of us here is something that looks like a bit of a tour. I'm not sure, maybe someone can tell us. I think we're in Redruth, or one of the suburbs of Redruth. Sort of castle up there, and what looks like a stone tour on the top. Not 100% sure what it is. Okay, so it's Carn Castle up there. I can't tell you a lot about it, except for it's a very old castle and obviously got quite some history. And as if to sort of punctuate it, my GPS has just told me we're going through Cornwall Village. So we'll have a little look and see what that's like. Cornwall Village. And what's the chances the telephone box hasn't been turned into a book club? And it has. And I do think that's a clever idea to repurpose the telephone boxes in all the villages into sort of book exchanges. It's really a great idea. So as we leave Carn, we're on the National Cycle Network 3. My GPS keeps saying long distance cycle route. My God, it would be nice if it went all the way to Land's End. We've actually got closer through the bushes there. You can just about see, maybe just a bit further up, Carn Castle. It's quite small. I think it's probably just one portion of it. Is it possible this is something to do with tin mining, maybe? Not sure. Maybe you can tell me. Hello. Hello. You're out, girl. There's a lovely cob pony. Out of its field by the looks of it. Is that the one that ran alongside us? So all the little villages here, sort of suburbs, have these buildings. It's a pumping engine house. I'm guessing, well, you can pause it and have a read. I'm sure it's maybe to do with the tin mines. But I think actually it's just to pump water out of the tin mine, out of the mines. I'm saying tin mines, might have been any mines. It's so windy again. We're on the road from Camborne to Penzance, looking for a place to camp tonight. Sorry about the wind. We have to stop in the next half hour. So hang on, this is Phillip, I've got to say.
All right.
This fella looked after me, a beautiful guy, and I must get the girls as well.
No problem.
Let's get the girls. I'm coming back in. Ladies, can I just get a quick video of you two? Is it alright? And these two lovely ladies looked after us tonight. Beautiful. Thank you very much.